So guys, there are two things that I forgot to mention yesterday where two aircraft from the Russian tech tree are getting buffed, and it is interesting enough to get them together in one video to talk about them. The first one is the Su-24M. The Orion Raider is getting buffed. So let's take a look on the difference that he had. So remember, in the game right now, he has, if I'm not mistaken, a normal mode and a different mode. You know, the air mode and ground mode, but you cannot get a lock, right? So it is very interesting. We have three modes now. We have the normal search, as you see, with a lot of ranges over here, even 150 kilometers. That will detect normal targets. You cannot change anything on this. You just change the mode and it will detect air targets, as you see, but you cannot lock them with the normal radar lock. The way that you have to use to lock it, it's actually going towards the what is it? I always forget the name of the thing. Automatic evasion, enable, hold up, target cyclic switching, I think it is. And with this, you can just basically do this, and then you will get a TGP lock, right? So basically, it's not a full lock, as you see, but it will identify where the target is, and with that, it will, with the camera of the aircraft, it will actually like look for it, as you see. So if you change it up, it's locked on the vehicle itself. See? So it is a, like, if you're gonna use these aircraft, it might be good to just use that, you know. It's not a proper lock, but it is weird. It really is. I don't think it's ready yet. Then we have the ground modes. The first one is the search MTI, which, like, it seems like the name is kind of wrong, right? Because if it's MTI, it's gonna be just like basically choosing the target that it's moving, right? But you can detect all sorts of targets here, see? So yeah, for some reason it's not locking with the oh, no, it's locking with the TGP. It's weird, but anyway, it's kind of a bug, I don't know. But yeah, the MTI is looking at all targets, basically, like frigates, destroyers, I mean, everything. You will detect everything depending on the range. You have a lot of range as well on this scale over here. So very weird. It feels very much work in progress. It doesn't feel ready yet. But yeah, as you see, look at all those targets. And you can lock onto them, and they will lock the TGP onto them. And then you can basically fire a missile, right? So yeah, laser on, and the missile is off to the target, right? So very interesting. But then you have another mode, which is basically the normal mode that you had before, which is the air to ground mode, which is 1 degree of vertical like look, which is very bad. You have to really gimbal the radar over here to work, and then it cannot really do it. It's kind of weird. Like it's kind of bugged, but still, it has only 10 kilometers of range, as you see. And with the 1 degree, it's really hard to find targets, and it basically locks in the same way as before, right? So very weird. See how it's difficult because it's just 1 degree? It's just very weird. So yeah, the radar of the Su-24 for sure is getting worked on. It feels like a very advanced radar, but it does feel like it's not really ready yet. At least it will help you find some targets that are, you know, out there as tanks and stuff, and it will help you a little bit. And if you use it with the cyclic thing, you can use it with this thing, turn on. You can do, you know, a lot more than just detecting targets. If you use it with the normal mode, you're just gonna detect the target over here. And as you see, it's not a pulsed operator mode. It will detect the target, and then, I mean, it's not even detecting it because they are behind the mountain, of course, I think. I don't know. But you will not be able to lock it, which is very weird. And then we have the second, like, buff of the day over here, which is very funny that, yeah, it was something that you could do, if I'm not mistaken, in the Su-17 or something like that. But now you can do it on the Su-25, sorry, SM or BM or something. But now you can do it on the Su-17. So, for example, I will take some laser-guided bombs, right? And now you can take them together with a TV-guided bomb, missile, which was something that I don't think were possible before. But not only that, if we actually go to a test flight over here, we can try to use the camera on the KH-29 as a guidance system, which is very, very interesting. Very weird, but very interesting at the same time. So, for example, here, we can use this system, which is very bad and very weird for tanks, especially for ships it's okay, but for tanks. But then we have this. This has a lot of zoom, and you can turn it on the laser, and then you can fire a laser guided missile. And I mean, it's kind of locked there, but you can basically find the targets. Sometimes you can just guide it. Hold up, there's a way of actually properly guiding. I don't know. Now it's not moving. Sometimes it just works. Let me try to see if I can make it work. But basically, you can use the camera of the KH-29 to basically get a lock onto the place that you are firing the laser guided missile, right? So, for example, here, let me try. Oh, there you go. Yeah. For some reason, you have to keep clicking to lock, and then you can change it up. See? And you can guide it by the camera and use the camera itself as a guidance device. So it's very weird. Sometimes it works for you to use the mouse, sometimes it doesn't. I have... you let me know in the comments if you know a way of using the mouse. I managed to make it work before, but for some reason, now it's not. See? It's just not going for it. But there's no problem. We can just do this. We can just hold the button, right? If you hold the button, you can guide itself, like, and it gets basically a camera for you to use the laser guided missiles. Together with using two types of missiles, especially because you cannot use TV guided missiles on all the pylons, only in the middle pylons there. So it makes sense. And of course, after that, you can just fire something like this. Come on. I lost control. Jesus Christ, man. You can fire the KH-29T and then you are done. You launched your camera. It's like a pod for targeting that you can launch it and it becomes a missile. That's very, very interesting. One thing that I need to test, because sometimes it happens... Hold up. Sometimes you can fire the missile. Oh no, it's not working. Okay. Sometimes you can fire the missile and still have the camera. Sometimes that bug happens, but it's not happening right now, okay? But yeah, very, very interesting to see this, isn't it? It's quite different the way that it works. But basically, these are it. Two like little like changes that make the game a little bit more interesting for these two Russian aircraft. Remember, the Su-24, it is still work in progress for sure, because the radar does feel like it's not really ready. I gotta say, guys, I was playing with friends and stuff and basically testing it out, some other things. A lot of things are not ready yet, guys. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an update on the dev server today, or a dev server being open again or something like that, because the game is just not really ready, which is very interesting. But yeah, guys, basically these are it. I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, click the like button, comment down below what you think about these two little changes. Very cool, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye guys, see ya.